up, everyone? Thank you for turning into another episode of Battlefight 3000.
Battlefight 3000.
The bi-weekly podcast that challenges the status quo when it comes to versus battles.
We are Chris.
And Dave, your beloved host. And we will be taking you on a magical journey through the most requested battles in history.
Or the ones that interest us the most.
Anyway, without any further ado, let's start the
the
show.
All right, everyone, welcome back. We are on show number 3.
Número 3.
Going back to that Spanish well, huh?
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't have any other words. Everything else is dry.
Mm-hmm. Even this one's a little bit dry. But
Even the English is barely alive there.
yeah, well, you're doing it.
Thank you.
So, just quick recap. This is a show about, fictional battles. We're kind of influenced by the shows Deadliest Warrior and Animal Face-Off.
That's right.
If you weren't lucky enough to watch those shows about 10 years ago, they brought in experts to reenact battles. So, Dave, what would be an example of one they did in Deadliest Warrior?
I'd say do yourself a favor, download LimeWire, and look up for download these shows.
Is it not on Kazaa anymore?
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
I'll try Morpheus, though, and see.
All right. We are not responsible for any viruses you will get. Also, long wait times because I don't think anyone's going to be on them anymore. But
We don't know that.
yeah, and no guarantees. So, since you did not provide an example of a battle, Deadliest Warrior would have like ninjas versus samurais or something like that, and they would research the shit out of them and predict who would win by running this like crazy
Fancy algorithm that this
Yeah.
actuary dude created.
Mm-hmm. So we do much the same thing, but little to no research. And how many times do we run the algorithms?
We don't have an algorithm.
Right. Neither of us are good with Excel. So
I can barely count to 10 in English. And past 15 in Spanish.
I'm very
all
impressed.
Good. It's all good.
You cannot even handle your 10 toes and 10 fingers.
No.
All right. Well,
For my karate days, I remember a little bit of the 1 through 6 in Japanese, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, we all have our limits. Yours are
Mine
words.
big.
Anyway, so with every show, we have our main battle, which we'll get to a little bit later, but we always kick it off with a prelim. So,
And what is today's prelim battle?
Oh, man.
Do tell.
Today, we have the classic battle of an army with t-shirt cannons versus an army with potato guns or spud guns, whatever you want to call them.
Which I think you guys are smart enough to realize which one's going to win. But we're
Yeah.
going to fight it out anyways.
And as we all know, it's going to be t-shirt cannons.
Absolutely not.
That's
not even
ridiculous.
fucking
All right.
close.
Well,
Potato cannon.
all right. Well, give me your argument.
I actually was doing some research.
Yep, we watched
And,
a YouTube video right before we started this.
I also Googled things
Yep.
to see, and
Again.
I closed the webpage so I can give
right
you
before.
exact details. But so technically, potato cannons can be home built out of PVC pipe. You glue them together, and the simplest of forms is you spray deodorant on one end. Once the potato has been jammed, you light it on fire, and the potato or a lemon, whichever one you decided to use, would shoot at an incredible speed.
Mhm.
Now,
When life gives you lemons, shoot them out of a cannon.
you try and
That's
hurt
classic.
people. with it.
Yeah. Make them cry from that goddamn
There-
lemon in their
There
face.
has been a lot of recorded, maybe not fatalities, but a lot of people have gotten hurt from potato cannons. And I'm pretty sure someone must have died. They just never reported.
Well,
on it.
probably. I mean, people die from taking selfies. They must die from potato guns.
I did find that there have been recorded fatalities with potato peelers.
Yeah, well,
And
that's not what we're debating.
Sack of potatoes.
I would
They're-
pick different stuff.
I'm just saying they're deadly root vegetables. What are potatoes? Anyways, they can kill you.
I'm glad you cut me out because I did not want to be wrong because I'm not 100%. I'm going to say vegetables. I'm putting my money on vegetables.
All right.
But I do appreciate you started off with saying technically they are this and then went into no technical bits at all. Technically, you glue them together, and that's the science behind it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what else do you want to know? You just glue 2 PVC pipes, stick a potato in it, put some deodorant, light it on fire, boom.
Done.
Done.
Okay, so t-shirt cannons, you will see those at sporting events, concerts, etc. Powered generally by CO2, can launch a t-shirt. I saw something would go in like 300 feet, which is pretty good distance, I think, for a t-shirt. Generally, t-shirts don't go that far.
A nice, soft cotton T-shirt.
Hey, let's
Maybe
not.
a tri-blend. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it depends how fancy you want to get. They come in a variety of forms. They are put together by professionals, not some crazy people in their backyard. You can get like the single shot
Didn't the
ones.
one video we saw was a crazy dude in his backyard putting one together?
Huh? You know what?
Oh.
That was actually a video of a potato gun. You just played.
No, the T-shirt one.
No, the one where it went in a circle. That was a potato gun.
No, the other one. The guy in the backyard with the potato that wasn't even going that far.
Oh, in a Gatling gun that went in a circle thing. That was a potato gun, man.
No. We watched one of a T-shirt cannon that a dude made in his backyard.
No, that
He
was
was
a
opening
professional
and
one.
closing the valve.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm ignoring that. You're
Otherwise,
wrong.
aside from that one guy, you could never just make it in your backyard.
Well, most of them are like there are people making these professionally. So I'm just gonna say failure rate is probably lower than there is for potato guns. But anyways, you can get like the single shot ones. You can get like the Gatling guns. One of them I saw could shoot 8 T-shirts in a second.
It's like getting hit with a pillow.
Yeah, but like people can lose an eye from a pillow.
Can they?
Yeah. All right.
If a feather pokes through it.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna pause this. I'm gonna blind you with a pillow, just to prove my point. But so I think it's T-shirt. I'm gonna give you one reason they killed Maud Flanders with a T-shirt gun.
Right.
So I mean, technically, yeah, it was the fall that killed her. But what caused that fall? T-shirt gun.
Also a cartoon, but
Okay, as if we haven't debated cartoons before. Last week we talked about Red Dead Redemption
that's true.
and Toy Story, so...
Yeah, but they were both cartoon incidents.
Well,
I'm just saying, all it takes is one potato to fuck someone up. T-shirt, yeah, it hits you. It's like, oh, you're kind of happy you have a new shirt. You don't have to wash the one you have it on because tomorrow you have a new one to wear.
and then
Potato, that thing will mess you up.
Oh, that's a free dinner.
No, when it explodes on your chest.
Then you got like French fries or hash browns.
Hash browns, probably.
Yeah, so...
Hash browns for sure.
That's not a bad thing.
And a broken freaking rib.
Ribs heal.
Yeah, but it hurts, and it takes a long time for them to heal.
Okay, well, you're going to get
Nothing
killed by a
happens
T-shirt gun.
with a T-shirt gun.
Yeah, Maud
Even if
Flanders
you're
died.
shooting- even if
Maud
you're
Flanders
shooting-
died.
8 per second. It's still 8
Maud-
soft plush toys,
Maud
kind of.
Flanders died from it.
Maud Flanders was going to die anyways.
She
was a
lived
shitty
in
person.
No, she was a great person.
She was an awful person.
She lived in a universe where God exists and God loved her, and God couldn't stop the T-shirt gun. Yeah.
Maybe God didn't want to stop the T-shirt gun. Did you ever stop to think about that?
Maybe God couldn't. Could.
What if
God-
God was one of us? What if?
Yeah, we should keep on making 90s references to Joan Osborne. Okay, here's another thing. The reload speed on a potato gun is like a nothing. Quick reload, boom, T-shirt. Oh, what happens when you run out of potatoes? You're fucked. What happens when you run out of T-shirts?
It's a lot easier to carry a sack of potatoes than like a gigantic bag full of T-shirts.
You know what I'm wearing right now, and I'm finding it quite easy? A T-shirt.
Yeah, when you have a bag of
I'm wearing
100
a
of them.
T-shirt. Okay,
And also,
100 T-shirts versus
maybe
100
I'll
potatoes.
give you this. Maybe 100 T-shirts might hurt one person, but all it takes is one potato.
Okay, well, I dodge it, and then what do you got? You got nothing. But hey,
I
you're
have
happy
an army of people with
you've
potato
got
things.
this. Okay.
I have a full aerosol can of deodorant. I have all day.
They barely even sell aerosol anymore.
This is the bad one too. This is the one that puts a
Oh.
hole in the ozone layer. It's the good
Nice.
shit.
Well, I'm glad you're siding with evil in this.
I am evil.
I would say definitely T-shirts. Oh man, what happened? Some T-shirt just fell out of the sky. I'm so excited about it. You know, look at it. Boom, 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 boom.
And then
That's
I'll start
7
laughing.
T-shirts in a second.
I'm like, stop tickling me.
And then, while you're laughing, one lands in your mouth, chokes you to death. Boom.
I don't think that
T-shirt.
could happen.
Well,
Unless it's a baby T-shirt. Maybe they will.
yeah, because they don't have T-shirts for babies. They do. They do. They're called baby T-shirts, what you just said.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think I win decisively.
I don't think that's you talked more.
Yep.
That doesn't mean you win. Potato still. A potato shoot from a cannon can go straight through a T-shirt. If we just hang a T-shirt and shoot a potato, it'll go through it.
That's not the fight.
Where a T-shirt will not go through a potato.
Yeah, but we're not fighting that way.
I'm just saying. Which one's harder? Potato will mess you up.
Okay, but
I can blow your knee with a potato.
prove it.
Let's do it. How much PVC do you have in here?
I have about 17 feet of PVC, so I think this is doable.
Oh, that's all I need. Do you have any deodorant? The spray
Yeah.
kind?
I have stocked up Brute from the mid-90s, so it's all aerosol and it's all terrible for you.
Sorry, man. Only Old Spice.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to come to a consensus on this one, but I think what we can agree on is that T-shirts win.
Please vote, because potatoes, 100%.
Are we doing votes for prelims? I don't know if we are.
We should, though.
Okay, well,
I
if we
think
can't agree.
this episode proves that we should get third parties
Mhm.
to vote on what can kill you, the potato gun or a soft plush washed with a softener T-shirt.
Well, oh man, we also saw a video of someone getting terribly injured
That's
by a T-shirt gun.
You might be slightly exaggerating. It was a mascot that shot himself. And yeah, he fell down.
He actually
because
apparently went to the hospital.
You got that from the YouTube comments?
No, it was on like multiple like news sites because this poor guy dressed as, well, he was the mascot for I think Colorado University or something, and he shot himself in the balls with the T-shirt, and he went to the hospital. Yeah, so. And
Imagine if he would have shot himself in the balls with a potato cannon. There would be no balls. There would be no reason to go to the hospital.
Yeah,
because they'd be gone. At that point, it's like, whatever, son. You said they're gone.
I didn't see a YouTube video, so therefore it's impossible.
I didn't look for it.
All right. Well, I think that's done. I win.
Yeah, that's
Good
fair.
fight.
Potato gun is a lot stronger, so let's just go to the main show.
All right. I win. Bye,
Potato
everyone.
gun!
I win.
All right, everybody, we're back for the main event of the night. Now that we know that a potato cannon is a lot more powerful than a T-shirt cannon, we can go ahead.
False.
Okay, but once the
False.
votes are in, we'll see that I
Maud
am
Flanders, everyone.
victorious.
Remember her. Vote in her honor.
It's a potato, people.
Rip.
It's a potato.
Rip.
But anyways, let's continue to the main event. Today, we're super excited. We have
So excited.
Indiana Jones, ladies and gentlemen, versus the one, the only, the world famous Lara Croft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, who you got on this one?
I have Indy. That's my boy.
Nice.
Who do you have?
Well,
Indy as well?
you took Indy. So, yeah, we're both going Indy. I am taking Balak from Raiders of the Lost Ark. No, I'm taking Lara Croft. Tomb Raider. Miss Tomb Raider herself.
Yeah. Ninja girl.
Yeah. I mean, she's got a lot of skills,
Badass.
which we will go over.
Yeah. So technically what we do, if you've listened to our other episodes or if you're new.
Which you should. They're gold.
Absolutely. They're amazing. They're pieces of art.
Strong, but true.
We do very little research and a couple of movie watches and definitely no fancy algorithm to see who would win. And we discuss certain topics to see which character would win in a fight to the death.
Mm-hmm.
We go through the setup of each character to give you some background. We go through their strengths, weaknesses. Then we do a little summary of what is happening.
Oh,
And later,
don't forget the strength of schedule. They're the enemies they fight.
the strengths of schedules, which I still don't know what it means.
It's
but
a sports term, and you do not like sports.
I don't know what that means. I know over under. That's it. And finally, we go through the final battle, which we each pose a scenario of what we think would happen and how our characters would fare.
Yep. That is a great summary, David.
Thank you. Do
Are-
you want to go ahead and give
You know
us a
what?
little bit of background on Miss Lara?
Yeah. She prefers to be called Lara,
Okay, whatever.
but
I don't like her very much, anyways. So.
well, you've already slighted her.
It is a little
Okay.
bit of
So, Lara Croft, aka Tomb Raider, she started off as a video game character, appeared in the game Tomb Raider in 1996. She has appeared in 17 games in total.
It's a great game. That first one, up until the very last one, I must say.
I've never played a Tomb Raider game, just downloaded the first one. I'm excited to try. But what I have done is watch the 3 Tomb Raider movies. So we had in 2001, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and 2003, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life. Both of those, Angelina Jolie played Lara Croft. And then 2018, this year, we had the movie Tomb Raider, which was a reboot, and Lara Croft was played by Alicia Vikander.
What's your favorite one of the 3?
Oh, definitely Tomb Raider.
The last
the
one?
2018, for
All right.
sure, which I will briefly talk about in a second. So her backstory, she's got a bunch of different ones through the games and all that, but the most prevalent, especially when it comes to the movies, is that she's an archaeologist. She is an English lady. Not she's an English female, she is, but she is also a lady, as in Lord and Lady. So she's Lady Lara Croft. She's stupid loaded, like rich as can be.
Heard out of cash.
Yep. And she just goes on these digs for something to do. In the most recent movie, still crazy loaded, and then she went to look for her dad, and it's a whole thing. But anyways, she's consistently ranked in the top 15 richest fictional characters by Forbes. They made comics about her. One of the most popular video game characters ever.
Yes.
Credited for increasing the representation of women in video games, which is fantastic. She's
Because she was a badass and had dual wielding weapons.
yeah. It's like so kind of a trailblazer for woman heroes, really.
Yeah, because at that time, 96, I mean, if you think about the video games that were thriving at that time, there wasn't many, if any, I should add, that had a female lead that was a complete badass.
Off the top of my head, the only one I can think of is Samus from Metroid.
Right.
So, yeah, she's credited with quite a bit. There is a bad side to Lara Croft, which she's considered a sex symbol, and which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but how people tend to talk about Lara Croft is incredibly creepy.
Yes.
It's very much so.
And you can probably see that in the first 2 movies.
Oh my god. I mean, the games were bad enough where I think I was reading like every review referenced her breasts or some part of her body because that was like the big thing.
Well, and back in the games from 96 and up, if you look at the character, which you could barely see it because there were so many pixels, but it was a girl with the shortest of shorts and the tightest of little shirts and big gigantic triangular boobs.
Yeah, and that continued for quite some time. Continued into the Angelina Jolie movies, which were very, I mean, they were terrible movies anyways. They were made in like 2001, 2003, but they seemed like pure 90s with like slow-mo and stuff like that. But just the creepiest like pans of the camera just going up and down her body like every time she showed up on screen. It's yeah, it was super disturbing. I think about the actual action in the movie would take about 45 minutes, but another hour and 15 minutes, which is slow pans of Angelina Jolie's body in skin tight stuff. It was, it's not great. It's certainly didn't help to have a strong female character when she was just sexualized in every single thing she did, which is why I like the new Tomb Raider, where, yeah, it's more about her just being a badass character. It's not, yeah, her sexuality is a secondary or tertiary thing at best. It's just about her being like, yeah, kick-ass and smart and capable and everything like that. And they dress her in normal clothing that someone would use if they're in a jungle. So, yeah, I'm very much a fan of the 2018 one over the 2000s. Anyways, I felt that needed to be said. And I think, yeah, that's kind of a highlight of Lara Croft. Dave, do you know anything about Indiana Jones?
Actually, I do.
Oh,
I
good.
do. I'm sort of an expert in the topic,
False.
actually.
Have you seen the fourth movie?
No, I'd never watched Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I want to interrupt. You tell us about Indiana
I
Jones.
wanted to watch it, but then I saw that Shia LaBeouf was on it, and I'm like, I'm just
playing a
gonna
character
not.
named Mutt.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm just gonna pass.
All right,
It's just-
so you put a ton of research into this one again.
Absolutely, yeah. I watched. Did you know that you can watch like snapshots of movies in YouTube? So all of a sudden, you don't have to sit there for like an hour and a half. You can just watch 7 minutes of what someone has cut into to make you understand what the movie is kind
Oh,
of about.
nice. So that's what you've done. Good.
Yeah, no, a little. And then I tried to watch a couple full ones, and I kept falling asleep. So I am actually, my research is amazing.
You can't see, but my mouth was just wide open in shock because Indiana Jones is fantastic. I'm getting upset and I'm fighting him. But anyways, Dave, tell us about Indy.
I kept watching them super late. And so, yeah, let's just say I did my research.
Still busy.
But in
playing
case you
Red Dead
guys don't
Redemption,
know, and you've never seen Indiana Jones,
which is crazy.
what are you doing listening to this? Go watch Indiana Jones.
No, what?
Listen
listening-
to this and then go watch
Listen
Indiana
to
Jones.
us 17
Share
more
it
times.
with your friends too. Tell them to listen to this.
Yeah, once we get this onto iTunes.
You know what? Put us on repeat
Yeah,
and then go watch the
repeat.
movie.
Yeah, give
We
us
want to
great
artificially
reviews.
inflate our numbers.
Mhm. All that, and then watch Indiana Jones movies.
Yeah, and the last Tomb Raider movie.
Mhm.
But basically, Indiana Jones is a movie franchise based on the adventures of Dr. Henry Walton Jones Jr., a professor in archaeology,
I did
also
not know it
known
was
as
Walden.
Indy.
I did not know his middle name was Walton.
Yeah, pretty long word.
Why is he called Indy?
We'll get to that later on. I'm sure you're gonna tell us.
Oh, I was just gonna tell now. It doesn't really have to do anything with
Okay,
anything.
well, tell us.
They named him after the dog,
Oh,
which is a hilarious moment at the very end of The Last Crusade. Good
I
research,
believe
Dave.
so. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Right. The part where the things happen.
I named you after the dog. That was supposed to be Salah, but it ends up being Sean Connery. Anyways, I'm interrupting.
It's okay. Sean Connery's a badass. Mm-hmm. Also, Indiana Jones' father in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The movie, the franchise began in 1981 with the film Raiders of the Lost Ark, followed by Temple of Doom in 1984, and then the third one, which is where I stop, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which came out in 1989. And I just wanted to note too that for you and I, we would have been very, very young by the time. Well, I mean, shit, I wasn't even born by the time the first one came out.
No.
But I would have been very young by the time the second one came out.
I was just born.
And it still is one of the movies of our generation. It's like
Yeah,
knowing that we would have been 9 or 10 and still know who Indiana Jones
it
was.
was
and
huge.
for movies that would have come out, 9 years prior to.
Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing.
It's
Movie.
insane, goes to show.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the fourth one, the one with Shia LaBeouf, that came out in 2008, called The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And there are rumors of a fifth film that is scheduled for release in mid 2021.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Which one's your favorite?
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm between Raiders and Temple
Okay.
because Temple's pretty awesome.
So I know in my brain that Raiders is the best movie out of them. I know that, but
Why do you know that?
it's just like the best story, best acting. There's not as much like, need to go for some of the silly referential humor used in the later ones, which is still great. Temple of Doom has the shrill woman played by Kate Capshaw.
Right.
And they have flaws, and I think like Raiders is a pretty perfect movie. But the first one I saw and watched a ton before I saw any other one was Last Crusade, and I think it's my favorite because of that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Anyways, keep going.
It's just a great character, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the movies were written by George Lucas, but directed by Steven Spielberg. And the whole character was created in homage to the action heroes of the 1930s. So since the trilogy came out, the series has expanded to include TV shows, comics, video games, theme parks, and novels based on the character of Indiana Jones.
I'm going to say not theme park shows. The stunt spectacular in Hollywood studios of
Didn't they have a
Disney.
ride at one point? The Indiana Jones
Not
ride?
that I'm aware. I mean, your extensive research should have shown
I'm
this.
pretty sure. I'm sure they did. Like they did have a theme park for Indiana Jones. Dude, this movie was fucking huge.
Star Wars
Right?
doesn't have a
Indy-
theme park, so
They will actually. I'm pretty sure it's open now, or it's gonna be open pretty soon. But Disney is building an entire Star Wars thing.
I know they're building a hotel. Anyways,
Well, no, but there's gonna be a full, kind of like Harry Potter, but there's gonna be a Star Wars universe.
kind of like what?
The Harry Potter theme park.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Great, thank you. It's amazing.
You're wizard, Harry.
Oh God. Also, not to brag about Indiana Jones, but in 2003, the American Film Institute ranked him the second greatest film hero of all times. He was also named first greatest movie character by Empire Magazine. Entertainment Weekly ranked him second on their list of all-time coolest heroes in pop culture. And Premiere Magazine also placed Indy at number 7 in the list of 100 greatest movie characters of all time.
I've got one response to that. Fake news.
It's not fake news.
Fake news.
How is it fake news?
Fake news. Fake news. Topical humor.
But in short, Indiana Jones is an absolutely incredible character, an absolute badass, with a lot of flaws that go into
Yeah.
his character. Which
I
is
love Indy, and I'm upset that I need to beat him down, but I'm going to.
you're not gonna win, but
Yeah, okay.
yeah, go for it.
Time will tell.
Yeah,
Time and
we'll
votes.
see. We'll see.
Okay, I think I'll launch it off with the strengths of Miss Lara Croft.
Does she
Sorry,
have any?
Lady Lara Croft. Oh, good one, actually. No,
It was fine.
it wasn't. it wasn't.
People laugh.
No one here is laughing.
Because there's no one here.
We have an audience of 80, and no one is laughing. I'm gonna edit it out, but I just got.
I'm gonna edit laughs in. I'm
no,
gonna edit.
I
the
just
same
got a
laugh
standing
track.
ovation, and it's getting edited out.
I'm gonna add the same laugh track from one TV show that I forgot, and now my joke sucks. That one's the one I'm gonna add in. Fuck.
Maybe
Go with your
that should get
strengths.
edited out. Okay. So strengths of Lara Croft: incredible agility, great martial arts ability, ridiculous marksmanship and intelligence. She is continuously training to keep her body in peak physical condition, keeping her skills up. So in the first movie of the Angelina Jolie ones, she has like a wing of her home dedicated to training. It's
Try hard.
Well, she gets results.
Does she?
Yeah.
Fake news.
Can't use that against me. I came up with that term. It's mine. Copyright.
Donnie came out with that term.
Anyway, so she has like a wing dedicated to training in her place, where
She has an elliptical.
No.
A rower. No.
No. She might have that in another section, but what she has is an entire
A
section.
Pilates studio.
Stop interrupting.
But
No.
women don't do weight.
Well,
They do aerobics.
it's gotten weirdly sexist. Which
I'm just talking from my dad told me those things.
okay, perhaps in Colombia, in Canada, and the U.S. and everywhere else, yes, they can do weights. But anyway, so she had this wing set up to look like a broken down temple. So there were like statues, stuff like that, and then she had a fucking robot set up as her training partner that was like set to kill. It had like fucking blades and all that stuff going at her. It seemed really unnecessary, but she spent all this money. Training is very important to her. We see her like doing training, shooting bow and arrows, going full gallop on a horse, nailing it.
Okay, so she's good at
horse fighting,
duathlons and horse fights, whatever.
Yeah, and fighting robots and everything like that. She's like shown doing crazy aerial stuff, like in her
Like
place.
acro yoga.
Yeah, exactly. Before it was cool, and fighting people while she's doing it. She's always willing to do what's right, even if it means being cold-blooded. It's I think that's a strength. In the Cradle of Life, she kills the man she loved, played by Gerard Butler, in order to stop him from taking Pandora's box.
Because you know what happens when you open Pandora's box.
Everything good comes out.
Yeah. But then you can't close it, so there's too much good.
Yeah, and
you don't want that. You want misery.
Yeah, I think
little
there's
bit.
a saying about like too much of a good thing, and that's where it came from.
Yeah. Because misery loves company.
Yep.
And the good thing can't be too
Three's
much.
a crowd. Other sayings. It takes two to tango. One is the loneliest number.
That's how that works.
Yep. Okay. Money is no object to her. She can buy whatever equipment she needs, including a stealth plane, when she uses in Cradle of Life. She's super well connected. She's connected to random military groups. They help her do like an airdrop into a jungle in the first Angelina Jolie movie with like she's airdropped with her Jeep. It's crazy. She's even connected to like weirdly random people in the Cradle of Life. She goes to this random small village in China and she just knows this lady and just like, yeah, she's got connections everywhere.
How many Facebook friends do you think she has?
Facebook could not contain them.
Really?
She had to go back to MySpace.
God damn.
Yeah.
Do you think she's verified on Twitter?
100%.
She would have to.
Yeah, she's apparently quite famous. It's actually hilarious. In the Cradle of Life, she goes up to this random woman in China, says, ni hao, hello, and then just goes right back to both of them speak English, just to show she has basic knowledge. But everyone should speak English.
He's like, I just want to let everyone in this village know that I can say hello.
I could if I wanted to, but you're going to talk in my language.
She looked at the old lady. She's like, I could also say, fuck you, show me your ass. And she's like, but I'm not going to. The old lady's like, okay, let's just fucking switch to English. All right? Your Chinese sucks.
Then the woman speaks flawless English. Spoke flawless English, not speaked. Anyways, she has a solid crew of two in the Angelina Jolie movies. One's a tech guy, one's her butler who will also wield a shotgun. They will do whatever she wants.
So she's like a Mission Impossible wannabe.
I mean, she
She
doesn't
has
need
to.
to team.
She needs a team.
Okay, are we
She
gonna
needs
talk
something
about the
to, like-
people needing people?
I'm just saying.
Indiana Jones.
She doesn't know how to use a computer, so she needs a person with a computer.
Oh, she knows how to use a computer all day, every day. Oh, she actually, she does in.
She was in the
Cradle of
movie
Life.
Hackers.
Yeah, she was in Hackers. Crash Overdrive or Acid Burn. I can't remember which one she was. Anyway, so she, in the first movie, harnesses the power to control time and space.
Whoa.
But then is wise enough to destroy it. Yeah, she's a smart, principled lady.
What do you get a girl that has it all? That tool, and she goes and destroys it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
She's a master of weapons. Her standard go-to is double pistols, which is incredibly hard to do.
Desert Eagles, if I'm
I can't
correct.
remember what they are. I don't think they were like at HK something. What else? She is an expert at hand-to-hand. She takes down this Chinese guy who seems to be very skilled in hand-to-hand, stereotypically.
Did he have a hat that caught people?
That's odd job, man.
Well, I know, but all this
They're not all the same.
I don't. Just saying.
He was
they could all
Japanese.
have hats that cut. Maybe it's an Asian thing. I don't know.
I don't know enough to disagree. Okay, so she also uses bows, crossbows. In the games, she uses machine guns, grenade launchers, rocket launchers, a harpoon gun, a spear gun. Yeah. I put
Do you
moderate.
want to keep naming guns?
Yeah.
Because they all have triggers.
Yeah.
If you use one, you've used them all.
Okay. Well, we'll see how many guns Indy's used. Moderate knowledge of languages. I put moderate again because of the villager in China. She knows how to say ni hao, and that's it. Smart, access to a lot of knowledge.
She's probably the type of person that goes to Mexico and says, "Gracias, dos cervezas, por favor."
Yeah, fluent.
Yeah.
She is great with vehicles. She is seen driving jeeps, riding horses, doing crazy stunts on motorbikes. She jumps off the Great Wall of China, and she flies a stealth plane. So, and I would say, much like that famous 90s brand, she has no fear.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't she have a no fear tattoo in the in her lower back?
No, we don't see that.
I thought.
Well,
she
maybe.
did.
I don't know. All right. Let's hear Indy's strengths. I'm sure they will be quite as many as Lara's.
Yeah, actually, it's rather long, but I don't want to brag and start talking about every single gun Indy knows how to operate and
One
manage.
pistol. That's it. Nice. She's some
But if you
submachine
wanted
guns.
to,
Yeah.
it's because it's transferable knowledge,
Right.
right? He knows how to cock a gun and fucking press the trigger. He
Mhm.
can point and shoot. Indy is smart, intuitive, good with on-the-spot decision-making. If you've seen his movies, you know this guy always knows what to do.
Let's give an example. I just put you on the spot.
Yeah, God damn it.
You can't write something without an argument.
Well, how about when the plane was going down at the beginning of Temple of Boom, and
Sorry,
he just
Temple of what?
Temple of Boom. That's the Cypress Hill album. Temple of Doom.
Yep.
And he decided that he was going to save everybody by inflating a raft, an
Yeah, that's
inflatable
true.
raft,
And it
Yeah.
worked.
and it worked. They fell pretty far, but somehow this inflatable raft saved 3 people.
Not somehow. The smart decision
The
making of
smart
Indiana.
decision, yeah,
That-
on the spot decision making.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it to
Yeah.
you.
So there you go. Lara doesn't do that. She needs her computer guy.
She has a stealth bomber.
She doesn't know what she needs to do is unplug it and plug it again.
Indy only used that because he couldn't fly the plane.
He tried, and then you know what? He was honest with himself. He's like, "Wait, do you know how to fly the plane? Because I don't." Oh, you know what? Never mind.
I guess that is a strength, knowing your limitations.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. He's ripped. I don't know what his training regime is. They don't show any. As far as I'm concerned, he just eats, drinks, and he's naturally ripped.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a professor.
He is a professor.
He is ripped for a professor.
He probably uses the gym in campus. I would imagine.
But it's like it's the 30s and 40s, so I assume it's just like medicine balls.
Yes.
Medicine balls and those old machines that
Maybe
you
he
put,
rose.
You put like a belt around you and it just shakes you.
Oh, maybe that's why he's got abs, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why. He's got
Mm.
a ridiculously deep knowledge of ancient civilizations and languages.
Yeah.
He doesn't just say hello.
Dude. Yeah, you haven't seen it, but Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, dude translates and speaks Mayan
Whoa.
No one does that.
He does. He did the same when they were in one of the villages, and one of the Indian guys is talking, and he's literally walking away from the guy, and still translating to everybody else what was happening.
Yeah. He slips into like.
He
think
still
he's
turned
doing, like-
around and spoke English to the villagers, though. But he could understand.
I think he spoke. I think he spoke either Mandarin or Cantonese when he's at the club in.
Right? Yeah. And the guy was super surprised, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
I'm
you did
pretty
not
sure
tell
he
us you
speaks some
speak our
German.
language."
He's translated a crazy amount of stuff.
Dude, he speaks everything.
It's
He's-
actually nuts.
That guy's insane.
He's called a polyglot.
Sure. that thing. On top of that, he's the luckiest motherfucker alive.
Mm-hmm.
And also, just like Lara, has friends all over the place, which he uses to bail himself out of situations all the time.
Yeah, but I think we're discussing strengths, so that can be a good thing.
Yeah, it is a great thing. The guy's well connected in an era where there was no Facebook. These
Right.
guys sent letters and telegrams left, right, and center.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
And Morse code.
Why not? Also did that.
Morse code or a Roadrunner. I don't know which one that
He's
was.
insane with the bullwhip.
Okay.
Bullwhip. So good. He can disarm people. He can take down people. He can hang from things and swing.
Oh, yeah.
Just with
Raiders
a
of the Lost
whirlwind.
Ark, he did that. Yeah.
Yeah. He can outrun big boulders
Mm-hmm.
and slide underneath doors.
Yeah.
He has a fedora, a satchel, and a leather jacket. Like, tell me that's not a good getup. That's pretty.
It's iconic.
It's iconic. And he doesn't change. He wears that the entire time for every single movie.
I will also point out that it's like a useful getup. It's not
Yeah.
short shorts and
No,
tank
no.
top.
It actually protects him.
Mm-hmm.
He has actual good shoes
I mean,
and pants.
doesn't like protect him, not from like bullets, but
No, no.
from the elements for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, exactly. Like he's
Elements, bad hair day, done.
he's got a good sense of humor, albeit he can be a dick sometimes.
The guy has some great one-liners.
Yes, yes. Good comebacks.
Oh, in Last Crusade, when he tosses the Nazi off the Zeppelin, he's like, "No ticket." So good, so good.
He also knows which chalice to drink from, which is a really good skill to have, because if you drink the bad one, I mean, you know what happens.
Yeah, you
It will not end well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. Which I think goes back to like his deep knowledge of everything. He knows just like all these myths. He knows all this history, and he just like the drop of a hat, he knows it. It's crazy.
Yeah, like people will talk about the most random thing in the world, and he'll start saying, it's like, okay, so this is basically, this is what happens. And as he starts asking questions, relevant questions, he'll start explaining what happens to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, motherfucker, where's the book?
Yeah, and it's like it's unlike any other academic where he's not just focused on one area or like time. He's talking about in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, he talks about Mayans and this other like ancient group. He talks about like the Crusades. What else? He talks about like the Thuggies and
Nazis.
Nazis. He talks about like groups in India. He talks about the Ark of the Covenant. Like he knows everything. It's crazy.
He's probably a freaking master of the whole Pandora thing that
Mm-hmm.
that Lara girl couldn't deal with. But whatever.
Yeah, I would point out that I will give him intelligence because, and like knowledge and stuff. In the first Angelina Jolie, I'm just gonna call it Lara Croft Tomb Raider from now on.
Please.
Her dad like references something in a book, and she has to like pull a drop cloth off.
She's a cheater.
Well-
Lara Croft cheats. She has notes.
I mean, Indy's got books, but I guarantee you, he is never putting a drop cloth over his bookshelves.
No.
He would not, insult knowledge like that.
He wouldn't dare.
No.
He also, okay, this is not a strength, but I feel Bullets just can't touch him. Like it's insane. Everyone shoots at him constantly, and yet not a single bullet touches him.
Yeah.
He does get hurt when he jumps, though. But bullets,
No.
you just can't.
Which
It's
honestly,
like stormtroopers are always the bad guys, and no one can hit him.
yeah. Well, what? Well, no. Stormtroopers can never hit anyone.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
bad guys
Yeah.
in Indiana Jones or Stump. Maybe it's a George Lucas
It
thing.
might be a George Lucas.
Where
thing.
all the bad guys are horrible with guns.
I mean, it works for the heroes. But yeah, like he gets hurt while jumping. But what would you rather? Would you rather be hurt by jumping or have bullets be able to hit you?
I'll go jumping.
Yeah, 100%. Anything else for strengths?
No, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. That gives you a really nice, conveys a good image of how amazing Indy is.
All right. Do you want to tackle Lara's weaknesses or should I tackle Indy's?
Go with Indies.
Okay, I'll tackle Indy's. Okay, his most famous one, fear of snakes. He does not like them, so, which is not great for someone who likes to traipse around in jungles. I feel like that can be exploited quite easily. Just put him near a snake, put him near a picture of a snake. The guy freaks out and can't do anything.
Snakes are pretty slimy, though.
Yeah.
And they made Eve eat that apple, which fucked everything up for Adam.
But
he's
I mean,
got-
they're also helpful. They keep, rodent populations down, all sorts of stuff.
Snakes on the Plane.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie.
I never saw it. But like in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, he is stuck in quicksand, and Shia LaBeouf, instead of finding a vine like a normal human being, he grabs a massive rat snake to use to pull people out
Which is brutal because they're slimy to begin with. It's like, how the fuck do you get a good grip on a snake?
Yeah.
God damn it, Shia.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, how is it easier to find a snake, catch it, rather than just like find a vine? It's ridiculous. Or like tie your clothes together. Shia LaBeouf, what an idiot. But anyways, Indy almost lets himself die in the quicksand because he doesn't want to touch the snake. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's a phobia taking over your life.
Some people have phobias.
Yeah, I don't want to insult people who have legit phobias, but yeah, Indy needs to make smarter choices. Doesn't have superpowers, which I don't know why that's relevant. Neither does Lara Croft.
I don't know, but she's pretty badass.
Yeah. Feels pain, gets angry, can be cocky sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
yeah.
a good one.
He can be very cocky, which I feel like he should have taken Han Solo's advice from Star Wars, also played by Harrison Ford, and listen to Don't Get Cocky, Kid, because Indiana Jones is a cocky motherfucker.
I think it's probably because Indiana Jones was in the 1930s
Mm-hmm.
and Star Wars was so far in the future that like they wouldn't have met.
Oh, well, that's just showing your lack of knowledge about Star Wars, because it was a long, long time ago in a galaxy far away.
Got me there.
Yep. Okay. Not an athlete. We never see him training.
No,
No.
we don't know how he's in such good shape.
But not even good shape.
Sorry, I meant like just body wise. Like how does he so defined?
I don't know. Like, it's not just diet, because that guy goes to town on like crazy food, like in the Temple of
in the
Doom.
village,
Yeah.
just eating that crazy thing.
And at the
full
Thuggy's
of calories,
Palace,
by the
where
way. Oh,
he's
the
eating
monkey
monkey brain,
brain.
like monkey brain. That just goes straight.
Oh,
to your
that's
hips.
that's pure sugar.
It's
that's
so,
pure
oh
sugar.
God, you're just storing fat with that monkey brain. And there's like,
Straight to your hips.
oh, snake surprise? Where it's just, how did he not freak out at the table when they bring out a snake and then cut open the snake and then there's so many more snakes coming out of it?
I don't know. Actually, that's a good question.
I
He was trying to play cool.
guess so. You got to keep, you're a guest, right? Okay. So not even just like in the shape, but like he never trains with weapons or anything, but he's still amazing at them. I don't get it.
Somehow.
Yeah, just he's a natural. Okay, no modern weapons or wearables, but I think we're saying for this,
Yeah, we're gonna do an even playing field.
yeah, time doesn't really.
Lara's hacker is going away, and her iWatch is
Yeah.
gone as well.
I think it's like basic, like physical and mental skills.
Right.
Easy to double cross. Like he gets double crossed so many times.
Like every scene in every movie.
It's ridiculous. So, Last Crusade, we've got Elsa, the Nazi lady, double crosses him.
Da.
That's Russian.
No, that's also German.
It's ja.
Yeah. Da. Yeah. Same shit.
I'm excited where these podcasts are just gonna turn to me correcting you. Okay, so she double crosses him. His dad knows what's up, but he gets double crossed just by a hot lady. And then in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, his friend Mac doesn't just double cross him, triple crosses him. And Indy falls for it every single time.
That boy.
He's
How
too
is he not
trusting.
dead?
Pure luck. Mind control and like voodoo.
Right.
That
the
happens
thuggies.
both in he has a kid as a sidekick.
That is the weirdest part of that whole movie.
I don't get it. Yeah, do you want to what's the guy's name?
Oh. The short round.
Yeah, Short Round.
It's so weird because so here's my main thing too, which I never thought about it before until I started doing this. Why did he take a Chinese kid and take him to India or anywhere else out of the
don't know.
country?
Like this poor kid is lost with no family and somehow it's cool to get adopted. Like he's not even adopted. I don't get the relationship.
Where are his parents?
Well, I think they're dead. But like
How did he end up with Indy?
finds him in a random street. You need to watch these movies again.
Fuck.
Um
Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying it's like
Like-
was there no aunts or uncles? It's like he's driving a
don't
fucking
know.
car around and no one gives a fuck.
Also, like, yeah, so Indy sees this poor kid and just like, I'm taking him and making him my sidekick? That's not what people do.
Short round.
And then he's just gone in the next movie. What the fuck happened to Short Round?
He got tired of him. He grew old, and he's like, you're not cute and young anymore.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, or maybe he just got tired of the very racist stereotypes that Short Round portrayed. Just-
Oh my god, the accent.
Yeah, I don't want to do it out loud because I feel bad. But anyways, so he's got a kid as a sidekick, and that's the best you can do. And like that kid is easy to capture and be used against.
There could also be the fact that once he brought Short Round to the U.S., he got a job being in the squad for the Goonies.
Mm-hmm.
So he never went back to helping with indie work.
I mean, I would take Goonies. He's with a family too.
Yeah. And he invents things. He's like, fuck, I'm not going back to India.
Things have to go like wrong 50 times for Indy before he finally gets it right.
Yeah.
The guy fucks up a lot. He's like super clumsy. Like,
But he's, he always thinks he's right.
but he like falls a lot too.
Yeah, he's clumsy.
He's got big daddy issues with Sean Connery. He needs help constantly. Like, he needs a monkey to help him not get poisoned. A fucking monkey. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, there's like poisoned dates, and
He
this
gets
monkey,
poisoned a lot.
Yeah. The monkey actually is like a double agent. He's working for the bad guys. He gets fooled by a fucking monkey. Anyways, there's like these dates, and Indy's about to grab them, and then Salah, his buddy in Cairo, stops him. Because he's like, bad dates, or something. I think that the dates are bad or bad dates because they've been poisoned. But Indy can't figure it out that a monkey has just died beside him from eating dates.
He's still full of
useless.
himself.
He's just not observant for that stuff. He's great with history, but not
Very overconfident.
everyday stuff. Yeah. Anyways, I think those are my weaknesses for Indy. What do you got for Lara Croft?
Not so bad. Lara has a bunch actually. I don't know if she's gonna win this battle. To be honest with you, she has trust issues. She cannot trust anybody.
Yeah.
It's insane, which I think it's kind of crappy. But at the same time, at the end, it might be a saving grace. But it's still, for someone that has so many friends around the world, kind of hard that she doesn't trust anybody.
Yeah, it seems like definitely a fatal flaw for her, where, yeah, she needs to do everything herself.
Right.
She's a micromanager. She'd be the worst boss.
She also has to write everything on cloth. It's like, God damn it, Lara.
What?
There's also the long hair, which, like, yeah, she's a freaking ninja warrior master.
Yeah.
But, like, what's with the long hair? Like, tie it up in a bun or something.
Yeah,
Like, that shit's dangerous.
Yeah.
She's like, she's doing acrobatics in places where, like, dude, that's a work safety hazard violation.
Yeah.
Didn't she get her hair burnt in one of the movies by in acid? Cradle of Life.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, at the end, like, Pandora's box is in, like, this pool of bubbling acid kind of stuff. And, yeah, she gets it burnt in it.
Yeah.
Because it's just, like, stupid. Or, like, she's riding a motorcycle. How does that not get caught in spokes? Her hair is so stupid long.
Yeah. If there was a sign that said we've been injury free for, it would always say 0 because something's gonna fucking happen with that hair.
We've been injury free for 0 days. Brackets. Lara, get a fucking haircut.
Or wrap it up. I don't know. Do something.
Get a hairnet or a haircut.
She's also a show off, which, like, not only does she have super large, long hair, but she always likes to do things the hard way, right? Like that one time she parachuted into her friend's open Jeep for absolutely 0 reason.
It's so ridiculous.
Could he not have picked her up from the airport or something? It wasn't even. It's not like she just parachuted into a war zone or, like, secretly. Just, keep driving, Yeah, I'm here, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The guy's just living his everyday life and he's talking to his friend and boom, fucking parachute. There's no reason. Just the logistics of doing that. It's so crazy.
As the guy driving, he starts swerving off the road. It's like, the fuck, I told you not to do that anymore, Lara. God damn it, you scared the shit out of me.
Why are they friends with her?
Also, now I have a parachute dragging out of my Jeep.
Yeah. Which, again, could get stuck in axles.
Yeah.
And she fucking dies.
Or blind the car behind them and cause an accident on the highway. Not only is everyone going to be late for work now, but someone died.
Thanks for the congestion, Lara.
Thank you, Lara. Thank you. She's also not as smart as Cindy.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you don't have to be a genius to realize that she leaves parachutes in the middle of fucking highways.
Yeah.
And also only knows ni hao.
Ni hao. Covers
Yeah.
up her books.
Covers up her books, yeah.
Yeah, and just I don't think has a off the top of the head stuff that Indy does.
No, not like Indy by any means.
No, but I think he's a savant. He's just brilliant.
He's he's a renaissance man.
Yeah.
She's also more focused on style than substance, right? At least in the Angelina movies, it's all about what she's going to dress, and which, again, you made a good point of it. It's probably the creepy director,
Yeah.
right?
Pandering
and
to, like, the shittiest lowest common denominator. It's the
Short
creepy male
shorts.
gaze. Yeah, just panning.
Can we make that white shirt a little bit wetter and shorter? Yeah, good. Okay, action.
We're in the desert. Doesn't matter.
Why isn't she more oily? Because we're in the. Excuse me, what? And get her shirt wet too. Also, the shorts, they need to be shorter, like a
So
like a
unwrappable.
thong. Yes,
Ugh, it's so gross.
it's bad. That poor girl. I feel bad for her. Still, though, she should have dressed better. Dedication to the father, which can be used against her. All you have to do is say your daddy was a liar, and then she would go ballistic and lose her shit.
Oh yeah. What? Someone in the Tomb Raider, the original, it was your dad was part of the Illuminati, and she's like loses it.
He's a crazy man.
Yeah.
There's also her huge issues with the past. She's got big luggage,
Yeah.
right? Missing family, feeling deserted. I would argue also lots of daddy issues.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like she has flashbacks in the first movie. In Tomb Raider 2018, she like will see her disappeared father like randomly on the street and just it's like the huge motivating factor in her life.
Right. Which also brings us to the last point, which it's kind of really interesting how similar these two characters are. Horrible tasting men. So Indy gets double crossed all the time. This girl just finds the shittiest fucking male figures ever.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like Daniel Craig in Tomb Raider, where there's kind of a will they won't they, but he's like kind of a shitty person. Gerard Butler, we already talked about how he's not a good person and she has to shoot him. Just not the best taste in men. Maybe just not a great judge of character in general.
Maybe because she didn't have a good role model.
Maybe. I think maybe that's like why she's like a lone wolf. She's just not good at judging people.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for me of the weaknesses that I see in Lara.
Okay. Well, there might be weaknesses, but I'm going to tell you about her strength of schedule.
Oh, okay.
The enemies she has fought in the movies and video games. In the video games, she fights animals. Like, are we talking like puppies? No, she's not fighting puppies. She's not a monster.
She may have killed a cat or two.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't really care for cats that much, but that's fine. Okay, she has fought bears, jaguars, lions, tigers. Oh my, baboons, wolves.
She's PETA's nightmare.
Oh, she's and like.
Also, what is she doing that she needs to kill all these animals?
I think she needs to like craft supplies.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so wolves, eels, like everything. I ended it on a down note. Eels should start the list and then build to like bears.
Right.
Eels isn't a list ender. They're electric.
In case someone was about to turn off the podcast, like no, bears, bears, please, and eels too, but bears.
Like a crazy amount of henchmen. They're just like everywhere. Back to animals. She punches a shark in the water, and then that's not the shark like freaks out and goes away, but she's not done. No, she grabs his dorsal fin and then forces the shark to take her where she wants to go.
She made that shark a dolphin.
Oh
and
man,
said, you know what, Flipper, you're now taking me away.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty badass.
That's pure dominance. Yeah. In the Lara Croft Tomb Raider, she takes out stone guardians, like these massive like guardians in this temple become animated, and she fights them and destroys them. She takes out that training robot we mentioned. She handled that robot better than RoboCop handled Ed 209.
Huh.
Yeah. So she's got that, and then top it off. Not top. She's taken on a biological terrorist. A shadowy corporation, which is the real evil, corporate America.
Always.
And then in Lara Croft Tomb Raider, she takes on the fucking Illuminati.
All of them?
Yeah, man. The people who control the world. She doesn't have a problem taking them on. So
the guys that put the pyramid in the dollar bill?
Exactly.
God damn it.
Yeah. I think strength of schedule speaks for herself. She has handled it quite a bit. We just know she's super crappy at hiking and keeps coming across all these animals.
Mm-hmm. It's all right. Indy takes a high road.
Okay.
He don't kill no animals. I mean, he probably has. But not that many, though.
He definitely has.
Yeah, but not that many.
I think he's killed snakes.
Yeah, but like, who likes snakes?
Issues. Yeah.
Yeah, and he hates them. Lara just seems to have a fucking issue with everything
She needs
in
materials.
the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Indy has the Nazis, which is pretty massive. I don't know if you heard what they did, but it was pretty bad.
I mean,
yeah.
I was going to go, history has yet to determine that. But no, let's go on record. Nazis bad.
Yes. And
she, not she, he goes face to face with Hitler and doesn't blink.
Right.
In Last Crusade. Gets a fucking autograph from him, which is, he didn't mean to, but he still is in Berlin face to face with Hitler. Doesn't give a fuck.
That's a dude.
Ballsy. Yeah,
I mean,
that's pretty good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Communists,
Mm-hmm.
also his enemies.
Yeah.
Just for the record, communists aren't bad. Some reason they were in his movies, so that's an enemy. Random natives, he killed a bunch.
That's not great.
No, not great, but
Yeah, I mean they were shooting like poison darts at him.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to add that he's beating and killing all these people with just one tiny handgun and the whip, which is pretty good, and pure sheer intelligence. There's the thuggies, random guns for hire, other archaeologists.
Yeah.
Which in his movies,
Bullock.
archaeologists are the most badass humans ever.
Man, they're super soldiers.
Yeah. They're all in such good shape, too. What do they do?
I don't know.
God damn,
Fuck,
these
I gotta become an
universities of
archaeologist,
1930s. Jesus.
Yeah.
And just random thugs here and there.
Oh.
Japanese mafias.
Yeah.
Or maybe not Japanese. I totally made
I
up
think
the country of
Singapore or
origin.
Hong
But
Kong.
yeah, they were in Shenzhen, or
Singapore?
Shanghai.
Maybe. We should have looked that up. For the Nazis, he takes out that huge Nazi plane mechanic.
Oh, yes.
who's,
Yes.
like, jacked as
Hand-to-hand
fuck.
combat.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also the Arabic dude with the sword. And it's like, you know what? I'm a no-nonsense kind of guy. I'm going to shoot you right now.
Yeah.
Boom. He
It's
don't
an
take no
awesome
shit.
scene. Do you know the story behind that scene?
No.
I think there was, he had not cholera. He had like terrible like problems. I think in Harrison Ford had like diarrhea going, and he was just like feverish and sick. And he was supposed to fight the guy with like a sword or something. And then he's like, I feel sick. Fuck it. I'm just gonna shoot him. It's gonna be awesome. And he was right. Just one bullet, done.
So the script had him fighting with a sword, and he just
Yeah,
went
he
and said, you know what,
improv'd it,
I'm going to improvise this scene.
Yeah, he yes-anded it.
God damn. And the other guy accepted the offer and went down.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know what the fuck is happening, but okay, yeah.
All right, done.
Gun does beat sword.
Yeah. So yeah, he takes those two main hench guys. Yeah.
God damn it, am I ever happy he did that. That's a
Yeah.
great scene.
It's so good. Anyone else? Is that kind of
That's
that's it? That's
pretty
all
much
you got?
it,
That's all
yeah.
you got?
Yeah, I mean, the people that double-cross him and stuff like that, but, I mean, practically, yeah. Yeah, if
So
you-
not nearly as strong. He doesn't take.
Well.
So he doesn't take any stone idols or stone guardians out.
Oh, yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Mythicals? So now I'm getting both fucking movies confused.
No, I don't think he takes it. He doesn't take it. No one turns stone. Stone doesn't turn into like a movie
No,
thing.
no, you're right. He's
No.
just super smart in avoiding all
only
the pitfalls.
The only stone that he beat was the rolling boulder.
Right, so that's another... That goes under my strength of schedule. A gigantic boulder.
Move sideways.
But you can't.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
didn't have to run either. Here's the thing with that scene. He didn't have to run from the boulder. He could have just stayed below it and let it pass and then just go behind it.
Wouldn't have been as awesome.
No, I know. And probably would have blocked the exit.
All right.
So, yeah, never mind.
Okay. Well, now that you've shown that he's weaker, do you want me to give you my final kind of scenario for the final battle and how he loses?
Do you want to give us a summary of Lara
Okay.
prior to, or...
I didn't really put a summary together, but I'll give badass archaeologist who is incredibly skilled at all weapons, ridiculously fit, super agile, incredibly
Boring.
loaded, and yeah, lone wolf badass. That's my synopsis of her.
Okay.
What do you got for what's Indy?
Well, Indy's just a badass superhero of the people. He's likable. Guys want to be him. Girls want to be with him. He's just overall the best. Cynical, smartest dude. Knows his way in every kind of scenario. He doesn't have an arsenal of weapons, but he doesn't need them. Right? He's no nonsense kind of dude. That's just, he's in it to win it and rescue artifacts. And you know what? Yeah, what makes him amazing might also be his biggest weakness. He gets cocky and he could let his guard down. Actually, he lets his guard down a lot. And he gets taken advantage of. But he's from the old world. and could have a hard time battling someone with much better technology. But he beat the Nazis, which had, I mean, you could say a lot more guns than knowledge.
Yeah, and if we're discounting and not including technology, that's a big weakness down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still doesn't save him, because I'm going to tell you how he dies. I'm going to give you 2 scenarios. One's an easy one. From our last podcast, we introduced Consuela, the seamstress.
She's great.
Seamstress.
She's great. She makes
So good.
great suits.
So for werewolves versus vampire, she put together a suit of UV light, garlic, and crosses. Did very well against a vampire. And this one, do you know what
she's gonna make Lara an actual dress from her freaking, so that she can cover those tiny shorts?
Well, it doesn't have to be a dress. I'm going, full.
She's a girl. Girls wear dresses. It's as
I'm
easy
gonna
as
give her
dogs
pants
are
and
boys
shirts.
and cats are girls. I mean, it's fact. Everyone knows that.
So I'm going to give her full clothes that are usable for her situation where she's in a fight. So it's going to be a shirt and pants, some practical boots. But Consuela's got a little special order on this. It's not going
Did
to be
Consuela put pockets in the pants? Because
Yeah,
a
of
lot
course.
of girls' pants don't have pockets, which is useless.
No, so she doesn't, because you'll hear what it's made of. But what she does have is a utility belt.
Oh, goddamn.
So you would think, hey, Consuela's probably making some clothes made out of cotton, some other fabric. No.
Non-breathable fabric.
Nope, she's making a suit of snakes.
Okay.
And you know what's going to happen? She's going to creep up on Indy in his classroom, probably. And he's talking about something boring like history.
Wow.
And then she appears in a snake suit. He freaks out and jumps out the window to his death.
Well, yeah, but the snake's are already dead.
Oh, no, they're live snakes. She's very good, Consuela.
So they probably already bit Lara.
Oh, they're not dangerous snakes. They're like garter snakes, but he's scared of every snake.
Indy knows. Indy knows.
Oh, are you kidding me? Indy's scared of every snake. The non-venomous,
He'll just run
non-attacking rat
away.
snake.
What's Lara gonna do?
Yeah, he runs out a window, dies. That's how
He
he does.
usually teaches in the first floor, so.
Well, it's a new university. That's scenario 1. Death by cowardice. The other one, she finds him in a jungle. They're both looking for the same relic. And they get into a heated battle because neither wants to lose. Neither's a loser. They're winners. I'll give Indy that. He's a winner as well.
Yes, he is.
Although he lost relics like 2 or 3 times, I think, to other archaeologists.
There's one that still hasn't been found.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a shipping box somewhere.
That's found in the 4th one. You need to watch the 4th one, man.
No one found it. They just showed it in the end.
No, it's shown at the beginning of the 4th one.
Oh, yeah, I didn't watch it.
Anyways, and she realized during the fight, you know what? We are pretty equal. We're both excellent with a number of weapons. Even if he doesn't train, he's like naturally gifted, physically gifted. She works out like crazy. He's got dad strength. He's probably got dad dick too. You know, he's back in heat.
That dick is biggest dick.
Yeah. But like she's getting the better of him because she actually trains, but still a fairly even match. And she's smart enough to realize that this guy is a lucky motherfucker. At some point, he's going to luck himself into a victory. Maybe he trips backwards on a log and cuts her with a machete. I don't know. It'd be a very indie thing to do.
Right.
So she realizes she needs to get out of that situation and find a better way to win. And what's her biggest edge with him? Wealth. Again, one of the top 15 richest fictional characters. She's up there with Scrooge McDuck.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's
that
pretty
guy
low.
has a pool
A pool of money.
filled with money.
Yeah.
He swims in it too.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. But so she knows it's her wealth. Here's what she does. She buys out the university Indy teaches at, makes it a for-profit private, much like the University of Phoenix or Trump University. It's gonna be super sketchy, but it's gonna make money.
It's gonna steal a lot of people's tuition money.
Oh yeah, like these people are fucking getting ripped
That's
off,
how she
and they're
makes
like,
her money.
yeah, she's not a good person. I mean, these are the people with the least options, and she's fucking him over. But anyways, she fires Indy, sells, just to rub salt in it, sells all of the artifacts in the museum to neo-Nazis. Because fuck you, Indy. And then,
For $1 too, because I don't imagine
Super
neo-Nazis have a lot of money.
oh yeah, she doesn't need it. And then she uses her wealth to corner the market of archaeological digs. Indy can't work anymore. So, what has happened? He can't work in archaeology digs. He can't find a normal job because he's an older man and places won't hire a man.
He can be a greeter at Walmart.
Okay, well, great. Enjoy that, Indy. You're not built for that. He would give some witty comebacks and he would get fired immediately. Because he's a bit of a know-it-all. So he ends up destitute, pawns his whip, but doesn't get much money for it because who the fuck needs a whip, Dave? Nobody.
They're pretty cool.
So he's just like
He can work in a circus.
Circuses are like shutting down.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Cirque du Soleil is the only option, and they're not big on the whips.
he can work in a third world country. They're still cool there.
He knows the languages.
He does.
So yeah, he's destitute. His khakis, they're just like fucking urine stained. His hat, his famous fedora, it's just like the brim now. The top has ripped and rotted off. And he's resorting to stealing from dumpsters behind supermarkets. Lara is going to use her crazy network of random people to find out where he's dumpster diving. Probably uses Elsa from The Last Crusade or Mac from Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls to help sum him up because...
Old chumps.
Yeah, and he will trust them again because why wouldn't you? They've only fucked you over multiple times.
He's an idiot.
So she finds out where he's dumpster diving and ends up placing some dates in them. Delicious treat, right? Wrong. They're poisoned.
He loves dates, though.
Oh, he cannot get enough. And unfortunately, this time, because the monkey died, there's no monkey and there's no Salah to save him because Salah's living it up in Cairo. So
He saw the rat that ate the date die too, and he didn't even think twice.
no,
It's like,
he
yeah,
just
I'm gonna
don't-
put it in my
whatever.
mouth.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
he doesn't pay attention to the small stuff. So Indy dies a painful death in his urine-soaked candies from dates, and that's how she gets him. Done.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, that's a long con. That's
Yeah.
a long con.
When you're that rich, you can play the long game.
I don't think Indy has that much time. He probably already got tuberculosis somewhere, and he's about to die.
Okay, then he dies that way. That's fine.
Yeah,
Either way,
maybe.
she wins.
Okay, well, you guys still haven't heard mine though.
Okay, let's hear it. I'm sure
Well-
it's quite as good.
I got two.
All right.
So, Indy sets up these quest. They're trying to find the chalice.
Mm-hmm.
They meet in the cave. They're the last two. They've beat everybody else. Now it's a fight to the death.
Ooh.
Of course, Indy gets the crap beat out of him
Yeah.
because
Always
he
does.
tries, but he's just horrible. Lara Croft is just an incredible fighter. She's in amazing shape. I mean, fuck's sake, she fights a robot every day.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing Indy can throw at her that can beat her.
Not at all. That's true.
Yeah. But Indy tries. And every time he gets knocked down, he gets back up, like that Chumbawamba song.
Which one is that?
The
The only one? The
yeah,
only-
the only one.
Oh, Johnny boy. Yeah.
So
Fuck, that's in my head.
he continues to get back up. Lara's not giving in. She barely has any scratches.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, Indy finds a gun on the floor.
What?
Yeah. Tries to shoot Lara. Guess what?
What?
Unsuccessful. Lara kicks it off his hand.
Boom.
But the gun goes off and it hits the wall, and then it hits the roof, and then it hits the chalice, and then it ricochets off the chalice and hits Lara right in the temple.
Boom.
Boom. She dead. She dead.
I can see that happening in the movie.
She was supposed to win, but she didn't. Somehow, Indy won. Now, the other one
All right, the scenario
is
done.
Indy plays the long con.
Okay.
He gets now, because Lara Croft is significantly younger than him.
Mm-hmm.
right? So he goes back and finds Short Round,
Okay.
which he's been grooming. And at this point, he stopped hanging out with Short Round because, you don't want them to be a known associate. All the shit Short Round did, he was a kid, so there was nothing in his record.
Right.
So he's been grooming him, not in the sexual deviant kind of way, but like to be a gentleman, to be knowledgeable, and be this awesome dude. And then he grows up to pick up Lara Croft. Ooh, she don't know. She got bad tasting, man.
Oh, fuck, she does.
She sees this fucking hot, young Asian guy.
Probably into archaeology like she is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He knows a few languages,
Oh.
at least more than just ni hao.
He can't say ni hao.
He can say more than that. Yeah, he can say a lot of stuff. He comes in and he's like, ni hao, was she Short Round? Was she? And she's like, oh my God, did he just ask me what my name is in Chinese? She doesn't even know that there's two kinds of Chinese. She just knows ni hao. So, of course, she's fucking all over this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go out for a few months.
Ooh. Getting
A few
serious.
years. He proposes.
What?
Oh, this is going deep. They go onto archaeological digs and find crazy random stuff.
Oh, that's
They
nice.
build a life together.
Mm.
They have a kid.
What?
Yeah.
A beautiful mixed race baby?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Dude, and it's
They're the
hot, too,
cutest.
because mixed race, I mean, they're beautiful.
Oh, they're the cutest babies.
The baby speaks more than 2 languages, too. Oh, it's amazing. And then when she thinks she has it all and her life couldn't be better, he kills her.
What?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cyanide in her coffee. Good morning, baby. You dead.
Oh, man. I bet.
Short round, don't fuck around.
I bet you he's been like slowly converting her over the years to like almond milk, so she doesn't even know it's cyanide. It's just yeah. It's smart.
Yeah. And he keeps all the money and the keto because if she's pretty smart, she probably left the kid the trust fund, but he manages it till she's 18.
Nice.
And he tells her, "Oh, honey, it's too bad mommy died. It was too much almond milk or whatever. She got a heart attack." And Indy gets a lot of money too.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's smart.
What's up?
Yeah,
What's
I
up?
like it. Working using a second party.
Hey, man, short round for the win.
Yeah.
Came out
Classic
of
short
nowhere. Came out of nowhere.
All right. Well, that's the scenarios. I think it's very clear who won, but I think our listeners, our hopefully loyal listeners, need to vote on it.
Yeah, please let us know. I mean, we already know Indiana
Croft
Jones'
won.
plans were amazing. I mean, digging up Short Round, he hadn't been seen since the second movie.
Money wins everything. I think. Wait, what's that saying? Cash rules everything around me.
Cream, get the money.
Dollar bills. Oh.
Yeah,
Right.
all dirty.
Yeah. So we'll leave it to you guys, but that's the end of the battle.
Thank you for sticking around, and once again, we'll see you guys in a few weeks with the next Battlefight 3000.
Yep. That was 3,000.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening, folks. We've come to the end of this episode of Battlefight 3000.
Battlefight 3000.
We hope you've enjoyed Lara Croft versus Indiana Jones.
If you have any comments, questions, statements, or future battle ideas, please feel free to hit us up by email at battlefight3000@gmail.com or on Twitter at handle @battlefight3000.
All right, now for the important stuff.
We need you to vote on who won the fight.
Please vote on our poll at our Twitter feed. Again, that's at Battlefight 3000.
If you don't vote, we'll be oil wrestling to determine a winner, and we don't want that.
No. We prefer to do that for fun and not have quite such high stakes attached to it. We will announce the winner on the next show.
And until next time,
May all your fights
be battle fights!